An anti-infantry minefield would be wreak havoc, I reckon.
Yeah, that'd be sick though, because it would actually make the mine detectors useful.
Yeah.
The point of making the server harder isn't to make it easier.
Sick. Fall back.
Thought I'd just put that out there.
Is there any anything like spawning more enemies or something like that? Because I think if we make them too much smarter, like I occasionally get sniped from across a town with a dude with an assault rifle.
Yeah, that's good. It means you're not in cover. They have limits on how many people they can spawn because of the server load. So really, they need to make
User
it harder. But it's not realistic that we. It's not realistic that we should be able to stand on top of a hill, and start shooting infantry, and they shoot back with less accuracy than us.
User disconnected from your channel.
You're trying to make it so that we're basically computer-controlled players.
Make it so what? We are.
Yeah, we're basically trying to make it so that we're versing actual humans, but they're controlled by AI, is what you're trying to do, yeah?
Yeah, it'll make it hard enough to actually challenge people, and actually make teamwork a priority. Because at the moment, it's a bit of a gimmick. It's not really necessary.
Is there any way we can make enemies use things like... I know they occasionally use grenades, but using things like smoke grenades, flares, well, that sort of thing. Is there any setting to actually use those, or are they just stuck the way they are?
I'm not sure of all the difficulty settings, but there's definitely things like awareness that can be increased. Awareness is the big thing, and accuracy.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of times I've walked over a hill.
Well, that was really close, wasn't it, Mohawk, then?
I saw ya.
Gunge, we're talking TeamSpeak, if you're on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think they need to be dialed up, because a few times I've walked over a hill into a squad of enemies, and I've taken out, 8 or 9 of them before they've even realised that I'm there.
Yeah, they're stupid. The problem is I think the attitude with a lot of admins, which isn't a bad thing. It's just how a lot of servers have to be run to attract lots of players, is to appeal to the most people possible.
What I was thinking was there's 6 or 7 servers total. Something I was going to mention was the possibility of turning one of those into a LB members only server.
There is one of those already.
I mean, one that people will actually use. I just never see anybody on any of the other ones apart from this one and the night server.
Yeah, well...
yeah, 3 and 4 seem the popular ones.
Well, it used to be 3, no one used to touch 4, then they made 4 hard, and I started to bring people over here to actually use it, and now this is the popular one. The popular one's just where most people go.
We just need another level above this, because now that people have gotten used to hard, we need extra hard, or...
Yeah. Hard is actually just normal. The original server was just on really, really easy. This is the default setting for ARMA. It's
really?
A bit easier, yeah. It's actually a bit easier, the default setting.
2, fall back.
On expert, which is what I was playing on the hardest if possible
Leaving base in 30 seconds, load up now.
Some of the workshops, not workshop, fucking scenarios thing they released before the full game, what do you call it? Anyway.
Yeah.
And
Showcase.
Yep.
Showcase. And it was great, because you'd have to crawl up to the one where you've got the night mission where you've got to destroy the explosives on the trucks and cause a distraction. You crawl up, and you freaking crawl under the truck.
Enemy tank spotted.
If you go too far, get too close, and they just see you and shoot you straight away. Like 1 or 2 shots.
Yeah.
Make that 2 T100s.
And you can't run around with a flashlight on there, you get seen straight away.
Yeah, it is good. I don't really see the point in using the flashlights, though. I mean, it just makes you a global target.
Well, the thing is,
2, fall back.
particularly on this server, I've been asking this for just a little while, not too long, just a week or so, to put dynamic weather on servers, so it's not always blue skies and sunny, or full moon and effectively sunny on the night servers. So it actually takes a bit more effort.
Enemy spotted.
We have a tank southeast side of the village. Looks like a T-100. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. But I suspect wherever the server is being run from, it would rely very much on the specs of that server.
Yeah, but I don't think weather characteristics matter that
Actually,
much.
yeah, you'd be right. That would be intensive on the PC that you're playing off, because it would just have a weather condition 1, weather condition 2, and then we are the ones who have to load up that.
Yeah, but
7, fall back.
having it foggy is not going to make it harder to get process to handle than having it sunny.
It's going to make it easier.
It might be, it's going to be very close to it anyway.
5, rally
Yeah,
up.
that would be I would be very interested to try that actually. Different weather conditions.
But
Grid 1,
Hey
4,
Script is
6,
aware of it,
1,
and
6,
is,
7, ready.
I don't know.
Having a
Don't
look.
blow up the T-100s. If the guys jump out, just leave it.
The problem is, like, shit gets done really quickly if certain people want it done really quickly, but
Requisitions and armor.
sort of starting to feel like the community isn't really listened to much. And sort of battling walking through quicksand, hitting against the wall. You know, just it's a bit of an endless battle to get things changed on the server.
Yeah, you seem to be kind of the only one. You and Frio does it a bit too. But you guys seem to be the only ones, you know, organising squads and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I find it a little bit annoying when people play ARMA and they play it because it's a more realistic shooter, but they don't.
You can't play ARMA like you play Battlefield.
Well, at this point in time, you can. Because it's easy.
Form on me.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in Battlefield, because I've played that a lot, I could run in and go up against 5 guys by myself and win. But in this, that's not really going to happen.
Well, against AI, exactly.
Rally up.
Oh yeah, but not people.
Not people, no. Sort of
Like,
kind of wish people would sort of go that extra step, and so because dying isn't. I think the thing is, all the admins think that if people get killed a lot in a server, they'll have a bad time, and they're scared of people leaving because it's too hard.
which I kind of get.
Which, yeah, is one aspect of it, but at this point in time, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm getting sick of this. It's kind of boring. It's just so easy.
That's why I've been doing the pilot a lot, because it's actually a lot more interesting for me.
I agree. But, like, when we first started playing this hard server, there was only four or five of us on it. And that was awesome, especially when it was at night, because the engagements at its AO would take 2 hours.
That would be pretty sweet.
And we'd get smashed and we'd be pinned down and enemies would be flanking us, but...
Yeah, when you get 20, 30, 40 people, it becomes a bit easy.
When you get to 10, it's too easy. And as I said, people adjust to it.
Well, if
Go
anybody
talk leaving base.
if anybody starts asking, if anyone's interested, I'm keen to go on harder. So that's my vote.
Yeah, look, we need to say people on the forums, but put it out there, because I don't, it's hard to know if admins listen. Like,
Regroup.
admins who know can actually do something about it. There's lots of admins, but not all of them do anything about it.
7, fall back.
And I'm sure they've got other shit on their minds too.
Form on me.
Like
Where they
real life.
contact us.
What's the hardness level of the private servers?
It depends what they're playing. Basically, the private server doesn't run this mission. It runs whatever mission they want, whether it be PvP or whatever.
Are there any missions like this where there is moving objectives, like say assault this convoy? These attack helicopters these transport helicopters have to be taken down.
I'm not sure, but they can't do it on this particular one.
Charlie?
Yeah, I just reckon that would be very interesting, setting up ambushes and that sort of thing.
Down over the hill.
Yeah. What I'd like to see is, with this, so things they can change on this scenario, are things like taking away helicopters, and you only get them. You start with a hummingbird first off. You only get one hummingbird, like after you take out several objectives. You never get tanks. Tanks just ruin it with this amount of AI and difficulty level. And you have to drive in a convoy.
I
Get 10
really
people
do
in
wish.
church.
I wish the Pawnee would be taken out, or at least make it a reward, like the jets.
I think at the end of the day, it's too easy.
I really do want to get a bit of practice in the jets. I've only ever tried them once, but I can never find a server that has them spawn all the time.
You don't have to be on a server though to practice jets.
Pick them all up and we'll continue on.
I kind of wanted to practice it. People
Day.
call out targets and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you might have to put your own server up, or if you want to do that. But the best way to get your initial practice, at least flying skills up, is just an editor. Put some AI on there.
Form on me.
Yeah, I've done a bit of that.
Fall back.
I'm fairly good at them. It's just, especially with the bombs, I just need to get a little bit more
Guys,
practice with
two
the aim.
clicks out from objective. I'll take you guys out.
Is there enough for the Mohawk, or do I just stand by?
Yeah, I think I'm done this today.
Waiting.
Tim, what about if we see if we can get one of their private servers put on a harder